Flowers, Ventura, and I'm really excited to ask Lucia Cifonelli the question I've been asking everybody. Hi, Lucia. I love Smoke Show, by the way.
Love you.
Thank you. And what do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in cannabis?
Well, I would say this industry is all about pivoting. So what I started with is not always what you end up with. And each time you start over, get a contract, make sure things are signed. Yeah. And take care of all your people. But that one we knew. We knew to take care of all of our people because that's what this is about, is community. So, yeah.
I love that. I mean, we love working together, but you got to get it in writing. Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you. Here at Hall of Flowers, Ventura. And I have Hirsh Jain, who's been in the industry for quite some time. Quite a well-respected consultant. And I want to ask you the question that I've been asking everybody here at Hall of Flowers. What do you wish you knew when you started in this industry that you only realize now?
You know, Dina, I think what I wish I knew, something that I should have known before, is how dysfunctional the American political system is, and how despite, rapid changes in attitudes towards cannabis, the dysfunction of the American political system would prevent us from making progress, both at the state level and the federal level. And so a decade into this work, although we've seen an enormous sea change in consumer habits and attitudes, the dysfunction that exists in our political system prevents this industry from fully expressing itself economically. And that might have been intuitive, but I think things have gotten a lot worse in our political system over the past decade. Yeah. And that's something that continues to frustrate me.
I think we should have known, but yeah, it is getting worse, unfortunately. So.
Other countries are passing us, Dina.
Seriously?
It's legal in Canada for 8 years. Germany has a robust medical market. We're getting past here.
Germany's kicking our butts right now.
We're kicking our butts.
All right.
We'll change that, though.
Yes, we got this.
We got this.
Here at Hall of Flowers in Ventura. Really exciting. I got Lisa Williams here, former correspondent. And yeah, I'm going to ask you my question. So what do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in cannabis?
I was thinking about that because you kind of prepped me beforehand. So I was terrified to get into a new industry because I knew no one. I went to my first conference right after I launched my agency, and I walked around the conference halls and I knew no one. So I guess what I wish I would have known now is just put yourself out there. But I did put myself out there, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. It's so welcoming and so friendly, and people, I met you. Yes. I mean, I probably know 100 people here, literally, from the industry. They've become good friends of mine. They've become counterparts. We've referred business, coworkers. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
I love that so much. I totally agree and really appreciate it. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Tina.
I'm here at Hall of Flowers, Ventura today, and I'm really excited. I have Cassandra Dowell and Alejandro DeAnde, and I'm excited to ask you my question, which is, what do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in cannabis?
I've been reflecting on this. I wish that I realized how inviting and welcoming the community was. I've been in cannabis for over 10 years, and I feel like more recently I've been involved in more of the networking events, but there's just so much to learn and so many great partnerships to make and friends to make. You learn a lot from going to different mixers and things like that. So if anyone is starting out, I encourage you to go to local networking groups and things. So deals get done.
Yes, that's such a great point. Alejandro, what about you?
That's so nice, Cassie. Mine's more technical. I'm glad to know now about rosin because I know we had years of extracting cannabis with butane, and I much preferred the rosin. So.
Absolutely. We love the plant, the whole plant, and less chemicals. So. Yes. Awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hall of Flowers, Ventura. And I have Luna Stower with me.
Yes.
One of the queens of cannabis. Thank you for stopping to talk to me for a moment. And what I would like to know today, and you, out of all people, I think can answer this, what do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in the industry?
I wish that I had known that when we were fighting for legalization that we were really just supporting taxing, controlling, and regulating the plant, and we would just call it commercialization instead of legalization. Most people, when they voted for legalization, they were voting for decriminalization to remove all of it. So what I've learned is like lobbying is a huge thing. Showing up, being involved in civics, getting folks involved in compliance. It really is all about playing nice with the government. There really is nothing radical about it. It is basic extractive greed capitalism, and our job is to stay close to the plant, honor the legacy, and make sure that there's safe, affordable access for all.
Thank you so much, Luna. You have been such an amazing advocate in this industry. You're an inspiration for me and a leader for us all. Appreciate it.
Game recognized game. Love you.
Here at Hall of Flowers Ventura, really excited to ask Tyler Pederson the question I've been asking everybody. So, Tyler, what do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in cannabis?
So I've got the answer that is the answer for everybody right now. Okay, right?
Tell me.
I've got on the top of my desk, I've got a fortune cookie I cracked open about 2.5 years ago. And on it said, be prepared to change. Or be prepared to adjust your plan is what it said. And that's what you have to be able to do in the cannabis world. You know, everybody has a plan on what they want to do, how it's going to go. Kind of like, I've got a couple kids. It's kind of like a birth plan. You can go through it and have the best intentions, but sometimes things don't go that way, and you got to be ready to pivot. And for me, that's the biggest thing, being flexible. Partners disappear. People don't pay on time. You got to be creative to get something out the door, and you just make it happen. So that's the biggest thing for me, being able to change.
Absolutely. The only thing constant in cannabis is
Right.
change. You heard it here. Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you.
Here at Hall of Flowers in Ventura. Really excited to have Chelsea Mulligan.
Thank you.
So I'm going to ask you the question I've been asking people. What do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in cannabis?
Honestly, to be you and to be able to like be direct and stand up for yourself and set boundaries. But I also came in young, right? Like I don't think it necessarily, I didn't understand that in the world quite yet at that age. But at 41, I think I understand that boundaries are good. And I think if I would have set them at the beginning, I would have had a much easier time building my career. So like being direct, but being respectful and setting boundaries and honoring yourself. That's what I wish I would have known at the beginning.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You heard it here. Set your boundaries. Thanks, Chelsea.
Thank you.
News here from Hall of Flowers Ventura. Really excited. I have Jennifer Munoz. And I want to ask you the question I've been asking everyone. What do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in the industry?
Building orders using data.
Yes.
Biggest pain point.
Love it. Love data. Short and sweet. Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
Really excited. I have Alice Moon here today, and I'm curious what your answer to my question is. What do you know now that you wish you knew when you started in the cannabis industry?
This industry is going to blossom. It's going to be really great. I started in the cannabis space 15 years ago, and I was a trimmer, and I had no idea what was going to develop. And wow, what a beautiful space to be in.
I love that. Thank you so much, and I totally agree.